Before we begin for our service, I want to ask my brethren, Daryl Roberts. This is the Roberts Family Center. And this brother does amazing work in our community. He doesn't like for me to say all of these nice things about him.
Tell on him.
But he is a great man. And he wanted to welcome us before we begin.
Good morning. Welcome to the Roberts Family Development Center. I came early. I asked Minister to allow me to welcome you as appropriate for me to do that in our home. My wife, Tina, and I welcome you. Today, we're going to take a ride checking on Mom and then go to the Bay Area to try to avoid the heat. For the next, however long you're here, you don't have to worry about the heat because we got the air conditioning. And for proof of that, at 7 o'clock this morning, I got a call and there was a leak to make sure that because we had a repass yesterday and the leak came because we had run the air conditioner all day yesterday to keep it cool. It's gonna run all good day today to keep it cool for you too.
Thank you.
So I want you to know you're welcome to be here. That wall is our family legacy. A beautiful sister that's closest to the wall, but you come away from the wall just a little bit because if you, I don't care if you mess up mine, but see, Miss Elizabeth, I don't want you to actively scrape against Miss Elizabeth. That's mama.
Yes.
That wall is a tribute to our family, not an ego trip. But in other places, the Crocker Art Museum and all them other places, nobody's saying that.
That's right.
So please
That's
don't be
right.
mad at the Roberts Family Development Center. That's my family, my dad, his present wife, my grandfather, Mr. St. Cyr. I always wanted to be Mr. Roberts. Mrs. St. Cyr, my mama, my second mama, my grandmother. My mother, Miss Elizabeth, at the bottom. My mother-in-law, Inez Payne, my wife's mother, and her grandmother. That's what it's about. So you are here because my friend, Pastor Imhotep, Minister Menahome, my friend graciously said, can we once again use the facility? Yes. That's all we said. Yes. Don't ask me what else I said, but yes. Because we've been friends that long. So you're welcome here. Everything here is for you. You're welcome. Don't take nothing, know that you didn't bring with you. That's all.
Yeah.
Oh, wait a minute. I forgot who he was this morning, and he did one of those normal phony jokes that I always did tell him about. And I remember why we friends.
There are some seats here in the circle. So those of you that are sitting in the back, you can come now. We can take this time if you'd like to come and fill up some of these seats. Don't be scared. Wow, Deborah Snyder, did you come all the way from Las Vegas?
Wow.
Good thing. Is it cooler here than Las Vegas? You got on a special. Wow. All right. Thanks. Hawk, I'm glad you made it today. That's great. Dr. Dr. Muhammad. Okay, we'll say it's built on Mott, but before our founders found out about Mott, based upon the 7 principles of the Ingalls Asaba. One of the things I think that we lose in Zoom, and I'd like to reinstitute it, is to like the 7 principles of the Ingalls Asaba. Dr. Karinga, whose birthday just passed, his birthday is on the 14th. He's the 7th son born in the 7th month on the 14th day. He thinks that's very important.
Yes.
He lets you know that. Gave us the 7 principles of the Nguzi Saba, Umoja, and Umoja means unity, to strive to maintain unity in the family, community, nation, and race. We like the red candle next, which is Kujichagulia. Red represents struggle, and green represents growth. And before there is growth, there is a struggle. And so Kujichagulia says that we shall define, name, create, and speak for ourselves. So that's something that we need to remember in this approaching age of artificial intelligence. The next principle is Ujima, collective work and responsibility. And I have to confess, the first time I heard of this principle, I was watching Sanford and Son. And Lamont came home and said, Pop, we need to get some Ujima in this house. Ujima says is collective work and responsibility that we shall build and maintain our community together. And to make, excuse me, I'm confusing it with Ujima. We shall build and maintain our community together and make our brothers and sisters' problems ours to solve together. I was listening to a program the other day. It was on the Urban Network, and they were talking about how the people that we are going to pour libation for in a few minutes, they didn't work in civil rights just for them. That they worked on it for us, for the community, for the group. They were talking about Clarence Thomas, but I don't have time for that. All right. Ujamaa, cooperative economics, that we shall build and maintain our own businesses.
Yes.
And together profit from them. And then Nia, purpose. I notice a lot of people, young sisters, their name is Nia. When my sister-in-law was expecting and found out it was a girl, they asked my son, who was like about, I don't know, 5 or 6, and they said, what should we name her? He said, Nia. Purpose should make our collective vocation the building, developing of our community, and the restoration of our people to our traditional greatness. And then Kuumba, creativity. We shall do as much as we can, in any way we can, to leave our community more beautiful and beneficial than when we inherit. That's one of your favorites? All right. You sure have a lot of Kuumba. And lastly, this is the last principle, but it's the first principle of the year. Because Kwanzaa starts on December 26th and goes all the way to the 1st. And so when you start the year on Imani, faith. You were waiting to hear it. All right, give thanks. We shall believe with all our hearts. And not halfway, like weakness. We shall believe with all our hearts in our God, in our people, in our leaders, in our teachers, and in the righteousness and victory of our struggle. So those are the 7 principles. I just want to I want to also recognize Brother Lee Davis, Culture Collection, him and Betty, here in this community. He made this Kanara. I asked him to make a Kanara in the shape of the boat of Ra. And he made this Kanara for us. Next now on our program, I'd like to ask our songstress. She's not going to sing right now, Well, she looked at me like, you didn't say nothing about singing. Surprise. No, she's gonna lead us. She's gonna lead us in our affirmation.
Oh, what a joy it is to be here in the company of family. I will say family. What a joy it is to be here today. So I'm going to be leading the community affirmation. It's in your program on page 1. And may everybody please stand as we repeat these words. I'm the leader and you are the community. So here we go. We will know God's truth to be free and self-determined.
We know
Help us to remember the humanity, glory, and suffering of our ancestors. All right, y'all, come on now. Let us strive to bring new vision and life to our people. Let there be peace and harmony among us. Let us be loving, sharing, and creative. Let us work, study, and listen so we may learn, teach, and cultivate self-reliance. Grant us power, O Holy One, as we struggle to resurrect our hearts and our homeland. We will raise our children according to the needs of our nation, with discipline, patience, devotion, and courage. We will strive to be the living models of the new direction of our people. We are an African people. We are the children of God. Ashe.
And now, to continue the healing, the wonderful Sister Destiny Muhammad.
There you go.
honoring our own divinity, we reclaim the word hood, calling it forth, interwoven between sacred words and text, scriptures and surahs, we hood. Divine uploads and ancestor murmurs, children's giggles, visions and dreams, songs and sounds, we hood. Walking around, wearing a frown. Little people try to put you down. Each and every day, you're gonna find a way to live and love. It's the only way. One more time, put your pride aside, live and love. Divine is on your side. We are the people of the mighty, mighty, mighty people of the sun. In our hearts we know the answer, for in truth we all are one. We are the people of the mighty, mighty, mighty people of the sun. In our hearts we know the answer, for in truth we all are one. put you down each and every day. Find a way, you gotta live and love, it's the only way. One more time, pride aside, live and love. Divine is on your side. We are the people of the mighty, mighty, mighty people of the sun. In our hearts we know the answer, for in truth we all are one. We are the people of the mighty, mighty, mighty people of the sun. In our hearts we know the answer. We are one, mighty people, mighty people. We are one. Hood. We hood as we unapologetically celebrate and canonize our own saints, those who reflect back to us our own excellence in a fabulous, familiar, resonating factor. We hood St. Martin, we hood Saint Left Eye and Saint Toni Morrison. We hood as we crown our own heroes, King Kobe and Princess Gigi, heralding their excellence that calls forth our own. We hood the entrepreneubians that pivoted rhythm and word, commerce and creativity, Queen Madam C.J. Walker and King Nipsey Hussle. We hood those singing the songs of the William Bell. We have come. We will to this place. We will to this place. Glory. Oh, it's the ritual of wisdom. We welcome to this place. Glory, 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 glory. We welcome to this place. Oh, glory, glory, glory. We never end, we only begin. We never end, we only begin. We never end, we only begin. Ritual of wisdom. We never end, we only begin. We never end, we only begin. We never end. We have waited for the believers beyond belief. We are the ones. We and it's bringing change today. Oh, it's bringing change today. There's a wind that blows, and the change is gonna stay. Oh, the change is going to stay. We are the ones. the lovers. We are the leaders. We are the ones we've waited for. We're the believers. We're the achievers. We are the ones. We could, as we curate and cultivate a consciousness of wholeness, a consciousness of holiness, of self-love, self-acceptance, self-respect, self-recognition, self-expression of our own divinity in our Black is beautiful earth suits. Oh my goodness, oh my goodness, oh my goodness. Knowing our goodness empowers our greatness and our graciousness, equally moving through us. Expressing this as the intuition of the servant merged with the foresight of the leader, we could.
It will say it's on mute.
Minister Makalisi, I can't hear a thing.
I want to also give thanks and appreciation to our technician. Without which, it would be a very different program. So I want to thank Miss Mariana. Well, Mohammed.
Yes.
Another brother here, another great brother, Charles, that helps us a lot too. So enough respect to that. Yeah.
So thank you all. These babies are awesome. And they are coming to give you a chant. They are coming to invoke healing upon the place. They are coming to give you a healing song. And I tell them, don't let anybody tell you that children cannot heal. Because they definitely can. So I'm gonna bring up, it's not just Teasley Youth, but it's also the Star Children are working together in tandem to deliver. So, children. This is like I'm going to. The light surrounds me, the light comes through me. I am the light. The light surrounds me, the light comes through me. I am the light. The light surrounds me, the light comes through me. I am the light. Bring back what once was mine. What has been hurt. Bring to faces of you. What has been lost. Bring back what once was mine. What once was mine. Stay alone. Bring back what once was mine. Heal what has been hurt. Change the faces on. Save what has been lost. Bring back what once was mine. What once was mine. Angel,
Come healing, come quickly, come quickly on the wings of God. Restore my body to its wholeness.
Let's show them some more love, you know? That first, the light surrounds me, the light comes through me, I am the light, is an ancient Kemetic meditation that was passed on by the elders in Kemet that I brought back when I came in 2018. Thank you, Minister Alicia, for including that. And I special request was the healing of, but you know, the healing. I requested that. All right, now is the time for our message, and I'm really excited to introduce our messenger today. And she's, relatively speaking, a new member from Sacramento, her and her husband, and I was honored to have the privilege of joining them together in matrimony. We do. Our sister, our speaker, Sister Isali Rahotep, is a BSN registered nurse with over 10 years of experience. She graduated from Dominican University of California in 2011. Nurse Isali is also a board certified nurse, health coach, and a Kemetic Reiki. I turn everything into Reiki. Reggae, that's a new form, huh? Okay. Well, she's a Kemetic Reiki practitioner, Sally is the founder of I Affirm Holistic Health LLC and co-founder with her husband of Rahotep Holistic Health. She is a community activist, a community enthusiast, a mentor to the youth. Sali's passion is to guide her divine community, transform their lives, and to help them actualize and sustain holistic health and wellness. Please help me welcome our speaker today, Sally Robinson. We're gonna do a mix and mingle? What is that?
Not too
The
hard.
audio for Zoom is is very,
Don't go
very
too
low.
hard.
Difficult to hear and understand what's being said, what's being done.
Excuse me. There's a green Prius on the corner here that has a flat.
Oh.
Okay, you wanna? Okay. Okay, all right. As you were. All right, we're ready, sisters and brothers. Hey, hooty hoot. All right. Let's come back to order. Moja Mbili
Oh, thank you.
Tatu.
Hello. Okay.
Let's
Yeah.
keep going.
I think it, yeah, that's
delay.
good. Thank you.
Sisters and brothers, let's come back. Beautiful, beautiful people.
Ooh.
I see Lee and Betty here before we get to I saw and I told them, Lee, that you had made this beautiful Kanara in the shape of the boat of Ra, and thank you again. It's a beautiful. We're going to use this for years to come. All right, the wonderful Sister Isali Rahotep.
Oh, sure. Okay. Am I good? Sister Mariana, I'm good.
Thank you.
Oh, okay. Thank y'all all for being here, taking your time out on a Sunday to come out. I'm in Rahotep. Yes, Uncle Josaneb, that means divine peace, life, prosperity, and health. Saneb means health. Can I get y'all to say Saneb?
Taneb,
Yes, so I'm here to put that emphasis back on health, Saneb, holistic health, okay? So I'm honored to do so. I'm a professional, so I have to be careful the way I say things. So want to get into a disclaimer here. Basically, this disclaimer mentions that this presentation is for educational, informational purposes only, and it is not professional advice. It does not create a professional relationship between you and me. Always consult your doctor and don't disregard or delay medical advice based on info in this presentation. And this notice is basically, this mentions that in California, anyone can give advice about proper nutrition, but does not confer authority to diagnose, practice medicine, prevent, treat or cure any disease, disorder, or condition. Okay, so earlier we did some meditation, some beautiful healing sounds. We'll be continuing to do that as well. And all of that is connected to your holistic health. Holistic health has everything to do with the whole body. I'm talking your mind, your spirit, your energy, your purpose, your emotions, everything. That is holistic health, head to toe, inside and out. So I wanted to get into some benefits and more into that. So, especially in a society where everything is just go, go, go. I'm trying to get this turned so I can see my PowerPoint as well. And so everything is go, go, go. This increases our anxiety and our stress levels. And so the body doesn't recognize the difference between the stress that maybe our ancestors would have felt, maybe avoiding a wild animal or hunting, that type of stress. They resolved that stress once they got back and relaxed. Nowadays, our body doesn't recognize the difference. We're having stress where social media stress, toxic relationships, finances, all types of stress. And this creates, when you constantly over and over again have this stress, this creates a chronic stress state in the body. This increases the cortisol levels and it puts you in a fight or flight mode and it slows your digestion. And so when you have high cortisol levels, that can manifest disease in the body. And so basically mindfulness, it helps us relax and it helps us get back to the present moment. And it just helps us really be in the present moment and relax. I want to get my other slides because I cannot see. To help me, but I don't know how to do that. Okay, I think this is going to help me right here. Okay, thank you. So okay, so studies have shown that some benefits of mindfulness meditation is improved heart health, reduced BMI, you can lose weight, lower blood sugar levels, lowers your blood pressure, it decreases depression, stress, and anxiety. So when you're meditating, you're being mindful, and it helps increase resilience. Ain't we resilient people? Yes, say it with me. We are resilient people. Yes, yes, yes. Say it again. We are resilient people. So the mind is very, very powerful. What we think of and speak of will come of. And so if we understand the power of our mind, we are on a great start towards holistic health. Okay, so I want to get into chronic conditions. And so basically a chronic condition is a chronic disease is used interchangeably that lasts 3 months or more, long duration, slow progression, usually. The 4 main types are heart attacks, strokes, which are the cardiovascular diseases. You have cancers, chronic respiratory diseases like COPD and asthma, obesity, arthritis, Alzheimer's disease, depression, and more. According to the CDC, in the year 2020 and 2021, the #1 leading cause of death was heart disease. Almost 700,000 people each year die from heart disease. The #2 leading cause of death, cancer. Almost 600,000 people each year die from cancer. Number 5, leading cause of death is stroke, over 160,000 deaths each year. Diabetes is in the top 10, and that's over 100,000 deaths each year. And according to the CDC, number 3 was COVID-19. It's important to know with COVID-19, though, when you have underlying risk factors, underlying chronic diseases and risk factors like smoking and physical inactivity, so not working out, you have an increased risk of having severe illness and a higher chance of hospitalization and or death from COVID-19. And that's on the CDC website. So Black people, unfortunately, are at the top of many of these lists. So there's a slavery hypertension hypothesis where basically non-Hispanic Black people in America, they have an enhanced ability to conserve salt. We hold on to salt. They hypothesize we adapted this ability during the transatlantic slave trade and possibly during torturous chattel slavery, working in the hot sun. We adapted this ability to help protect us from dying from illnesses like vomiting and diarrhea. So, and we resilient people, right? Like I said. So, you know, this was helpful for us then, not so helpful for us now, because as you see, we have a higher prevalence of high blood pressure. We have, and this is when compared to whites. When compared to whites, we have a 30% higher risk of dying from stroke, 50% higher risk of dying from cardiovascular disease, and 4 times plus higher risk of end-stage renal disease. So as we see, chronic conditions have impacted so many of us, so many of our loved ones, and it causes so much suffering, pain, and hardship. But say it with me, we are resilient people. Yes. So do we allow this to continue, or is there anything we can do about this? Come on now. So a study published in the Archives of Internal Medicine revealed that when 23,000 people committed to 4 lifestyle behaviors, 1, not smoking, 2, exercising 3.5 hours a week, 3, maintaining a healthy weight, 4, eating a healthy diet high in whole plant foods, fruits, vegetables, beans, whole grain seeds, and limited amount of meat. And some studies even show limited amount of dairy because the protein found in dairy called casein has been linked in some studies to cancer. 93% of diabetes was prevented when following these 4 lifestyle behaviors in this study. 81% of heart attacks were prevented. 50% of strokes were prevented. And 36% of all cancers were prevented. Okay, are y'all hearing me? Yes. So this is just one study of many examples of when it's revealing that lifestyle changes, I'm gonna say that again, lifestyle changes often are more effective in reducing so many chronic diseases and all-case mortality than almost any other medical intervention. Come on, yeah, come on. Ashe, ashe. We here to learn, ain't we? Yes. So Lifestyle is a set of behaviors that reflect an individual's beliefs and values. What are your beliefs and values? There is scientific evidence that the body will heal itself when the factors which cause disease are removed. Diseases such as cardiovascular disease, diabetes, Crohn's disease, that were once thought to be irreversible, have been reversed by comprehensive lifestyle changes. Lifestyle intervention is to replace unhealthy behaviors with behaviors that promote health. Okay. So right now, I want you to take the time to think about your strengths and your values. And ask yourself, well, are you living life aligned with those values? Nutrition is the underlying cause of many lifestyle diseases, and changing eating habits alone can reverse many of those diseases. The most current scientific evidence available supports the use of whole, unprocessed, or minimally processed plant foods. Whole foods are foods that have not been processed. They are living foods and come from plants. When food is processed and refined, it is stripped of much of its nutrients like fibers, vitamins, and minerals. Then they add back fat, sugar, salt. And when you have too much saturated fat, added sugars, and our sodium, this can increase your risk of developing chronic diseases. So in order to process and refine these foods, they are stripping them of the nutrients. They use chemicals and genetically modified organisms that are made in the science lab. They even use bleach agents like peroxide and chlorine. This basically causes confusion in the body and disease in the body. So, you know, examples of processed food, refined foods are like packaged foods that contain high fructose corn syrup, white bread, white rice, white refined salt, white sugar. Wonder what's the fascination with white. Candies, bars, cereals, fast foods. So refined sugars, for example, they go straight to the bloodstream. This spikes your blood sugar and therefore weakens your immune system and causes mineral depletion in your body and disease and more. So I don't want to just tell you, I want to give y'all some practical examples. I don't have too much time, but I'm gonna get into a few practical examples. These are just examples. There could be healthier versions out there. I like to call this the art of alternatives. So always start by looking at the label and looking at the ingredients. Look at the serving sizes too, and don't let these toxic ingredients sneak up on you. One step at a time, one step at a time. So as you see here, I have, so that's your right, this your left. Okay. So wait, yeah, this is your right, this is the left, right? Yeah, okay, thank you. Well, if you look at the screen, you'll have at the top shows unhealthy food choices. And then on the other side, you'll see at the top, it says healthier alternatives. Okay, so we got it. Let's get into this real quick. We have Splenda. So Splenda, the main ingredient in that is sucralose. A lot of people like to use that because it has 0 sugars, 0 calories. It even says on the box, recommended by doctors. So sucralose is basically sugar bleached with chlorine. This suppresses the immune system and causes disruption to the function of the thyroid. Then you have down this protein bar and Twinkies. A lot of people, in a rush, want to give protein bars to their kids, or eat one in the morning, just the first thing you're eating. So I highlighted here, both of these Twinkie and protein bar has the Cinnamon Toast Crunch protein bar, has the yellow 5 in it, red 40 ingredient, has 20 plus ingredients each. If you turn it, we got to practice turning these packages around. Yes. Bioengineered, that is the new word for GMO, genetically modified organisms. See, they're getting tricky. We got to be aware. High fructose corn syrup. So yellow 5, red 40 is made from petroleum. It has, some studies show it has a potential side effect on hyperactivity, ADHD, behavior changes, asthma, yes, cancer, and it has cancer-causing agents like benzene. So the example of the unhealthy food choice, like I was saying, it has higher calories, has no vital nutrients, and is made with chemical synthetic agents and bleaching used to make it. So it goes back to what I was saying, it causes that confusion in the body. And also, did you know that they bleach, another way of bleaching sugar really white, they use animal bones, bone char? Yeah. So a healthier alternative, raw sugar, which has more of a brown tinge to it. Stevia, those are healthier alternatives. I have blue agave here. Guess what? One ingredient, the agave plant. A healthier alternative protein bar, the Go Macro. They even have the small one for kids. And they have all organic ingredients. Okay. So I definitely wanted to get into them seasonings. We love our soul food. We love our seasonings. I'm sorry, but we can get creative and figure out how to make it still taste good, right? So we have the seasoning oil and even seasoning salt. I'm pretty sure we got some white salt down at the bottom here on the unhealthy food choice side. I wanted to highlight silicone dioxide. It's a food additive used as an anti-caking agent. And it can cause sensitivities in the body. And some of them contain aluminum, and that's toxic to the brain. The daily value of sodium is 2,300 milligrams or less. Well, guess what? When we're getting refined sodium, like I was saying, it's stripped of the nutrients. So they're taking out those natural electrolytes, potassium, magnesium. We need all of that. So when it only has that sodium, guess what? Spikes your blood pressure. Just straight spike, because all it has is the salt, the sodium. So we have to really, and then like I was saying, as Black people, we retain sodium more anyway. So we're just doubling down with all these, harsh, toxic seasonings. So you have alternatives here, the healthier alternatives. Himalayan salt is great. It has the potassium, magnesium, other electrolytes in it. You have garlic powder. So instead of like garlic salt, you can use garlic powder. And then guess what? One ingredient, garlic. Organic oregano, that one ingredient. So you can get creative with spices, herbs, other ways of seasoning your food, or just the non-processed ones. Exactly. Grow your own as well. And just another last example of the art of alternatives. You have this soda. Zero sugar. It has zero sugars, 0 calories. People like to use that because drink it like, oh, I like soda, but I'm gonna drink the 0 sugar one. So I highlighted the aspartame. Some studies show that this has a direct effect on the brain. It's associated with seizures, Parkinson's disease, and brain tumors. Probably that too. And then versus you have the kombucha on the other side, the healthier alternative. It's still, it's fermented. So it has that naturally effervescent, like fizz to it. So it doesn't taste like soda, but you get a little fizz from it. And it's naturally occurring and it's healthier because it has good bacteria in it. And that is healthy for our gut and therefore improves our immune system. Then back to the unhealthy side, you got the PAM spray. So the same propellants in PAM spray, they're using that in cigarette lighters, residential heating, and portable stoves. Yes. Okay, we got to be aware. They really attacking us with this food. For real. So on the healthier alternative side, you could just do the regular oil, but you're moving quick. I get it. You got right, but you got avocado spray and it just has one ingredient, avocado spray. Right? Avocado oil, I mean. And then just real quick, you have the cup of noodles. Well, guess what? Toxic ingredients, 30 plus ingredients in that versus the healthier alternative. Not saying these are just alternatives, you can go straight to the plants, but the healthier alternative is this on this side has only 3 ingredients. When you choose to not use the seasoning packet, you don't have to always use that seasoning packet. That reduces the amount of sodium you're getting and reduces the amount of ingredients you're getting. You can season it yourself. That way you're controlling that. So quickly getting into, can't go too deep into this, but the confusion, by that it causes in the body. So your body can't properly digest these toxic ingredients. So it damages the lining of your intestines. Our intestines are 20 feet long plus. When stretched out, they're longer than a light pole. So when you have the lining of your intestines damaged, large food particles can get into your blood. These large food particles and these toxic large food particles, they look like foreign invaders to your immune system. Your immune system starts attacking it. Right? This weakens your immune system. It can also cross into the blood-brain barrier. And this is where that mental health is coming in, all this anxiety, depression. It's crossing into the blood-brain barrier. When you get nervous, you feel it. You're telling yourself you're nervous, but you feel it in your gut sometimes. You get them butterflies. Everything is interconnected. So this is why it can manifest illness, mental health, cancer, and even autoimmune disease. We gotta repair our gut health to absorb even the healthy nutrients. All right. So just examples, if you don't know, of whole food, we got fresh fruits, fresh vegetables, whole grains like oats, brown rice, barley, nuts, beans, legumes. Minimally processed foods would be more of the frozen produce, whole wheat flour, unbleached. Go ahead and read those ingredients and look for that. This is just like a prep that my husband and I do just to make sure we get throughout the week our healthy snacks, like our healthy raw food snack. And we have some nice tasty dips on the side like hummus. So we got options. And this is just a quick example of my vegan Thanksgiving. Vegan, yeah, my family love my vegan cornbread. So this is made with whole foods, mainly all whole foods and mainly plants. No animal products. I'm talking no butter, no cheese, no dairy, and none of the fake cheese, none of the fake butter. So we have options, y'all. We creative people. I can start. My family telling me I need to sell it. So ultimately, we eat food to live and thrive. The mitochondria of the cell turns oxygen and food into energy. We are either feeding disease or not feeding disease with what we choose to eat. So do we want to barely survive or thrive? Okay, yes. All right. So basically, some rule of thumbs here. Always read the labels and ingredients. Stick to 5 ingredients or less. Try to do that. Ingredients you can understand and pronounce. Limit fast food. Cook at home more. Yeah, gravitate towards organic foods. Even grow your own. Start a garden. Start with gut health, probiotic foods and drinks, water detoxes. If you eat 3 meals a day, that's high in fiber and a whole, like a well-balanced diet, you should be having 2 to 3 bowel movements a day. Okay. Stay away from genetically modified organisms, now called bioengineered. Always stay aware because they might change the name later. And you got this. Don't be overwhelmed. I like to call this the art of alternatives. If you love chips, maybe try baked chips and maybe do chips and hummus some days. Maybe some days out the week, you can do Wellness Wednesdays where you try to just eat only vegan or whole foods. Baby steps, baby steps, baby steps. And if you don't desire to make any changes, that's totally fine. And oh yes, let's say it together. We are resilient people. One more time. We are resilient people. The power is in you and what you do. The power is in you and what you consume. Are you living life aligned with your values? Yes. And those of you who know, are you living life aligned with Mayat? Truth, justice, righteousness, harmony, balance, right order, reciprocity. Yes. Remember and pull on your strengths. Give yourself grace and remember your values, remember your why. And, you know, if always consult with your doctor. If you change anything, do slowly and listen to your body. And again, this presentation was for educational and informational purposes only. And Asante Sana, my resilient people. That means thank you very much. Uncle Jocelyn.
Uncle Jocelyn.
It will be recorded and it will be on
Thank
YouTube
you.
through Wozay.
Thank you very much. It was wonderful.
Thank you.
Hey, check. Once again. I Sali Rahotep.
Ashe.
I noticed that some places it got quiet.
Ashe.
Baby steps. You're right. You're right. Not everybody. Yeah, that's right. Okay, stop talking about me. All right.
So I heard it was somebody's birthday this week, so we're gonna holler at them. We're gonna holler together, yeah? Just say yes. That's what I'm talking about. So I heard it was Sister Mother Doris's birthday this week. Happy birthday to ya. Happy birthday to ya. Happy birthday. Happy birthday to ya. Happy birthday to ya. Happy birthday. 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 Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday.
Doris?
You're welcome. Come on, y'all. Let's go. Let's go. Give me some healing.
That's what I would like to hear, the alternative to some of the, well, she mentioned Twinkies, huh?
We're going to start you with the Om Shura. And if you want to join us when we get to the chorus, please do. Om is like the first sound, Kali, the sound between the planets. You heard the children, the youth singing Om. So yes, Om with us. Shu, S-H-U, is the air, the wind, the breath, right? We give spirit to the first, right? And then Ra, goddess Ra, fire, energy, spirit. So we say Om Shura. Say it with us. Om Shura. Come on, y'all. Say
Om Shura.
one more time. We say
Om
Shura.
Om Shura.
We sing. Coming with the spirit, soothing sounds in the ear, healing in nature's fortress. When the sun and moisture appear, we say,
Om Shura.
vibrating frequencies, buzzing my body. That you
Rhythm of the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Hey.
say,
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
you say, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We say,
Om Shura. Om Shura. Om Shura. Good Gratitude Day. Welcome to SF Jazz. My name is Destiny Muhammad, and we are the Destiny Muhammad Trio. (1971). Soul jazz artist Marvin Gaye writes the song Inner City Blues, singing the cry of black folk in the inner cities. My folks say it makes me want to holler. It makes me want to holler the way you do my life. Jazz and social justice.
segment. Dua, my people, Ashe.
Oh, no, isn't that kind of awkward? Alicia, can we have one of the children do that? I think it just looks funny for the minute.
All right. Good morning, we'll say. I don't know if we will be able to even show the mailing addresses. And if you wish to donate online to Will Say Community Church, do we have any of that information to put up? Okay, all right.
Let me tell you, you can go to wosaysag.org, wosaycommunity.org. Also, before I forget, Brother Darrell. Also, before I forget, Brother Darrell, there's a QR code when you come in. And those of you that feel so inclined with your smartphone, just take a picture of that. And it helps for you to answer that survey for this center. And so we want to continue to support this center that does great work. For those of you that don't know, if you just look up the Roberts Family Center, you can see all the great work that they do in this community. Mr. Clarence, good to see you. Wow. Okay, let me repeat that. wosaycommunity.org and wosaysac.org if you're going to contribute cyberly.
Thank you, Minister Imhotep. Glad you caught that. The Litany of Sacrifice is a time where we focus on giving to support Will Say Community Church, to keep its doors open, for Sacramento to even have a permanent place in which to open their doors to the community. We have a school in Oakland, Ilioma Day. We have places where we can put our money to good use to support our African-centered community. And so don't ever say, when that time of giving comes up in the white world in February, May, April, you have your people's churches, our African-centered schools that need your dollars. That's where your support of the Nguzo Saba, you're making the Nguzo Saba reality. That's how you do that, with your hard-earned dollars. But on to the Litany of Sacrifice, which is on page 2, if you have your hymn book. And so I'm going to begin with the first couple of paragraphs and say the litany. And you are going to be the community when it comes to saying Umoja, saying Ujima, saying Nia, saying Imani. And I will be the lead. So everybody got that? All right. I'll key you in when it's your turn, okay? My hands be waving, you, and you. All right. Save us, O Holy One, by your name. Vindicate us by your might. Hear my prayer, divine protector. Listen to the words of my mouth. How can we repay the Holy One for the gifts that have been given to us? We will lift up the cup of salvation and call upon the God of our ancestors. We will fulfill our vows to our Creator in the presence of all our people. Gladly we bring our sacrifices to you. We praise your name, O Amen Ra, for it is good.
Unity. We shall maintain unity in the family, community, nation, and race.
Kuji Chagalia, self-determination. We shall define, name, create, and speak for ourselves.
Work and responsibility. We shall build and maintain our communities together. Our brothers and sisters' problems shall be ours to solve together.
Ujamaa, cooperative economics. Together we shall build and maintain our own businesses and together profit from them.
Yeah, purpose. We shall make our collective vocation the building and development of our community and the restoration of our people to our traditional greatness.
Yes, Imani. Oh, sorry, Kuumba, thank you. Creativity. We shall do as much as we can in any way we can to leave our community more beautiful and beneficial than when we inherited it.
Harmony, faith. We will believe with all our hearts in our God, our people, and in the righteousness and victory of our struggle.
Amen Ra. If we can remain standing for just a moment, I'd like to say a prayer regarding the sacrifices that you will make today. And when you see that pyramid-shaped donation box, prove that the Nguzo Saba is within you, that you activate it every day. Oh, Mother, Father, God, she of the Most High, please bow your head. Thank you. The creator of all that is and shall be, the giver of all our needs, the giver of all our needs, the knower of what is beyond truth. We have just repeated the litany of sacrifice. And Amen Ra, I wish to thank those who have sacrificed their coin and dollars today to support Osage Community Church, to keep it open, to bring its services like the flow of knowledge on Wednesdays with Black Lives Matter. Your back knowledge matters. Thank you. Oh God, getting old. Oh, and other beautiful things. The minister just started the study of the Holy Scriptures on Thursdays. That's available to anyone here to participate. Your sacrifices brings the fun of the first Fridays, where it's our time to shine in Black-centered education, beauty, and fun. Your sacrifices bring meditation to the Osage community. Your sacrifices bring group prayer where we may voice and realize our needs. Thank you. Thank you to those who give today. And thank you to those who have pledged to give each month. And please, Lord, bless those who are working in the struggle of the world to be able to save and sacrifice in the future to Osage Community Church. If our words of the litany are our bond to each other, then show it by giving and making Osage united to stay united. Participate in cooperative economics. You do that by sacrificing your dollars to Osage Community Church. If you want to be part of the change to make the community better, it takes more than just the hard sweat off your back. It takes your dollar too. Yeah. If you find a creative way in which to save, share it with others. If you can become that thing, that faith, part of that faith that you have in God, your sacrifices do bring you closer to Amen Ra. And that is why you should never pass up an opportunity to sacrifice, even if it is just a small coin and from your pocket. It is so hard to sacrifice all the time. But we'll say, ask it of you because you follow the Nguzo Saba. You work to make it real, and you work to dispel the fake and the false and the adulterers out there. So make your word your bond to this group, to this community, and prove it every day in every way. Ashe. Ashe. Ashe.
Thank you. And Michelle is back there with Sister Karen. They're working on our refreshments for the Karamu afterwards. Yes, yes, indeed. All right, please remain standing. And as we close out with lift every voice and sing.
Earth and heaven ring with the harmonies of liberty. Let our rejoicing rise high as the listening skies. Let it resound loud as the rolling sea. Lift every voice and sing till earth and heaven ring with the harmonies of liberty. Let our rejoicing rise high as the listening skies. Let it resound loud as the rolling sea. Sing a song full of the faith that the dark past has taught us. Sing a song full of the hope that the present has brought us. Facing the rising sun of a new day begun. Let us march on